Okay, I wrote this in my journal, so I'm gonna read part of it, and part of it I'm just gonna kind of add to it, ad lib. It's a little journal entry that I write every day. I've been writing every day since like the seventh grade. But this little piece I wrote, I'm not really sure why I wrote it. It's called Plagiarism for a Purpose, and then it starts out like this. It says, "I didn't write this, or maybe I did. How would you know? Why should you even care? The thing is, when you're online, you're seeking value. You know, you want that golden nugget that'll make your marketing more profitable, or maybe you want a solution to some other challenge in your business. You want to know something? Yes, you do, or you wouldn't have read this far, you wouldn't have listened this far. Here's the thing: I know who you are. I know whether or not you're the assertive type of personality. I know if you're a bit more conservative. How do I know? I know because I don't really care anymore. I don't care to know. You care to know. You're the one seeking things out, right? And you're thinking, huh, what? But don't stress out. Just keep listening. Keep listening to the next couple minutes, okay? Has this been your experience? You post onto LinkedIn, you post onto Facebook, maybe every day, but not many people are engaging. I mean, when was the last time you seriously looked at the number of likes that you have on any given article, And those articles that you do read, which are 300 words or more, in my opinion, those articles accumulate likes because they've paid for it, you know? They're advertising basically. They have paid for a higher level of exposure. Does the high like count? Does that mean that longer posts or longer videos are more informative? Do the long videos and the long posts, do they actually provide deep insight into your life, into your business? Do they give you, specific how-tos and advice how to deal with your specific situation? How would the author ever even know the effectiveness of their article or video? Most analytics on LinkedIn or on Facebook, they're just like a vague measurement of terms that they created to appear significant to the paid subscriber. LinkedIn, and Facebook, it's an online space. It's an online place where interactions are encouraged and engagement is measured. But what is the definition of engagement? Because it's different from Facebook to LinkedIn to Instagram, Pinterest, WhatsApp, Twitter. It's all relative to the quality of the relationship which is attempting to be created. That's what we're all trying to do, I think, online with video, with pictures. We're all trying to connect, to communicate, to build a relationship, whether it's for business or not. Maybe it's both. Can't it be both? Don't you want to do business with people you like? What's that expression? You got to know, like, and trust them. But people are starting, uh, maybe some people are starting out with like an offer, sell, sell, sell. And I don't know, like I said, just for me, it's a turnoff, you know. But I think the saving grace on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest, Snapchat, the saving grace is usually that platform's messaging platform, their internal messaging. They're called different things. Like on Snapchat, it's called a story, and then Instagram copied that and they call theirs Instagram stories because people want that one-to-one connection. People want to see kind of behind the scenes. They want to know what's authentic. In my experience, the mobile messaging platforms, like Facebook Messenger, um, Twitter, I think those things that are kind of one to one or one to masses, not meaning like broadcasting, but bigger groups, let's just call it bigger groups. I think that's the greatest opportunity to connect socially and for business when you're online, when you're on your mobile device. Because otherwise LinkedIn is kind of like a dry platform, and Facebook is, it's just getting out of hand. It's ridiculous. It's I feel it's definitely lost its way from a social media into like a talking yellow pages. Like I said, that's just my experience. Um, and I've also noticed, I don't know if you're using LinkedIn, but more of the posts, they're called updates on LinkedIn. There's a lot more memes. Memes are like pictures with a little saying on top of it that kind of catches on and tries to go viral. And that's more of a social thing. So it's like, it's kind of morphing. LinkedIn is turning more social and Facebook is turning more business wise. It's weird. I'm just curious to know the ratio of articles being posted on LinkedIn, like from last year as opposed to this year. I would be curious to see the analytics regarding Facebook. Are people really using Facebook to sell? Or that's just kind of the foot in the door. It's like a brochure for your business. And is that good? Is that bad? How effective is it? People are analyzing and crunching all these numbers, and all I know and what I have found is that the live stream inside of Facebook definitely gets more views than uploading a video. You know, at least that's my experience. And here's the thing: be sure to use your live streams again, meaning repost them. If you don't know how to do that, I can help you do that. But here's the cool thing. People like, okay, I'm talking about two different things. I'm a little scatterbrained. Drink a lot of coffee. Anyways, I said this before. There's like two, let's just call, and this is just my understanding of how a Facebook algorithm works, okay? And I'm, like I said, this is my personal opinion. There are two servers in the sky, and one kind of algorithm goes to one server, and the other algorithm goes to the other server, meaning the way that videos are ranked on Facebook, the Facebook Live has a wider reach, meaning globally, and Facebook, when you upload a video directly to Facebook, it goes to all your friends. So if you're not tapping public on your videos, okay, you're not going to get that many views. Whereas Facebook, Facebook Live, it's live, it's everywhere, it's public. And plus, Facebook Live, they're definitely pushing. If you noticed on your mobile application, if you've updated it, on the top, there's like all these bubbles with all your friends and all these dots, and that shows who went live recently. It's really cool. And the other thing is, there are no rules. So if you want to act like a TV broadcaster, you can do that. If you want to act or show your behind the scenes stuff, if you do that, you can do that. If you want to do like a webinar, I hate that word, webinar. It's a long presentation, basically a long sales letter, but it's a little bit more interactive. And I guess the term started from seminars, and they were using video, and then they used web streaming, and somehow it became webinar. I hate that word. It's a long presentation, basically, a detailed in a presentation. So that's that. And again, there are no rules. I'm trying this. I am putting a long audio into the Facebook live stream. And let's just see how that works. Let's just see if somebody will sit around and listen to this 10-minute rant about, what is it about? About videos and how to get them ranked on Facebook and LinkedIn. So yeah, I'm going into 10 minutes. Talk to you later.